Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Earth Society. Today we are going to start the new chapter of Geography, Water Resource. Our today's topic, which we are going to discuss, are importance of water, some facts and figures of water, and reasons for water scarcity. So let's start. We will start with some common fact of water. Water is one of the most important substances on earth. All plants and animals must have water to survive. If there was no water, there would be no life on earth, as we consider water as our life. So if there is no water, there will be no life. Water is an essential nutrient and plays a key role in the human body. We can survive up to several weeks without food, but it is very much difficult for us to survive without water even for a few days. Every system in the body, from cells and tissues to vital organs, require water to function. Students, just remember the time of the severe cyclone Amphan. What happened after that? There was no supply of water in many parts of our state. And because of that, people were suffering a lot. It was a very hard time for them to survive without water. And even still now, many areas, there is no fresh water for drinking. So how much critical situation it is for them, just you imagine. Next, apart from drinking it to survive, people may have many other uses for water. The common uses of water that everyone does every day, like cooking, washing their bodies, washing clothes, washing, cooking and eating utensils, keeping houses and communities clean, keeping plants alive in the garden and park. Even water is also essential for the healthy growth of farm crops and farm stock, and is used in the manufacture of many products. Now, let us discuss some facts and figures about water. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. You can see in the image, 3/4 part is water and only 1/4 part is land where we are living. But only a small proportion of it accounts for fresh water. So within this 3/4 part of water in the earth, only few portion we consider as a fresh water. So here is the total distribution of earth's water. Follow the image properly. Total water is 100%. Ocean water 96.5%. So within 100%, most of the part is covered with ocean water. Saline water 0.9%, and the fresh water is only 2.5%, which we can drink and use for other purposes. Within this 2.5%, now if we consider it as 100%, within that, glacier and ice caps 68.7%, groundwater 30.1%, and surface water or other fresh water is considered as 1.2%. Rather than that, within this water, ground ice and permafrost 69%, river and lakes 21.4%, atmospheric water or humidity 3.0%, Soil moisture 3.8, swamp and marshes 2.6, and living things 0.26%. This is the total distribution of Earth's water. Next, fresh water. There are two main sources for fresh water. What are those? Groundwater and surface water. Groundwater seeps through soil and cracks in rocks and they store there. And the surface water, their sources are mainly flows over land, then collects in river, lakes, streams and reservoirs. These are the main sources of fresh water. Next, some other facts about water. India receives nearly 4% of the global precipitation and ranks 133 in the world in terms of water availability per person per annum. Per annum means per year. The total renewable resource of India are estimated at 1897 square kilometer per annum, and this is the source of the data. Next, the hydrological cycle ensuring that water is a renewable resource. That means we consider water as a renewable natural resource which can be produced through a natural cycle that is known as hydrological cycle. Few methods are included in the cycle are transpiration, evaporation. This is the first stage. So through transpiration and evaporation, the water vapor will move upwards. After that, with the process of condensation, they will form the cloud. This cloud in the form of precipitation again come downwards and help to accumulate water again on the earth's surface. So with this process we can say that water is cycling. Next, so just now we have considered water as a renewable resources. Then why these questions are all around in the world? First of all, why do we talk about water scarcity if water is a renewable resource? Why should we conserve water for our future if it can be produced again and again? And why water management is important for us? So now let's see what are the reasons for these questions. So first we will discuss different reasons for water scarcity. Number one, unequal distribution of water. Within the earth, the water is not equally distributed, especially the fresh water is not equally distributed, and that's why some area is getting sufficient amount of water but some areas are not getting their sufficient amount of water, and that's why in those areas are water scarcity. If you see this image of India, what does it showing? For 54% of India faces high to extremely high water stress. Here is the index, if you observe, and you just check that this portion of India like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi and Punjab, they are facing most stress for water in this region because the water is not equally distributed within the earth. and as well as in our India. Next, our population is increasing day by day, and with that some problems also occur, like excessive use of water. Because population is increasing, so we need more water to survive. Next, the waste of water. Many people is really not aware of using the water, and that's why there is more waste of water. To produce more food, we need more water because our population is high, and with all this problem, one problem is related, that is water pollution. Because more population, they will make the water more contaminated. Next, commercialization of agriculture. To meet the need of food for high populated areas, we need more crops, more food. And because of that, now our agriculture is being commercialized. And for that, what problem we are facing? Water resources are being overexploited to expand of irrigated areas and dry region agriculture. Now the farmers have to grow crops even in dry season because we need high production. And in dry season, what is the source of water? The irrigated water. That means the fresh water. Also, the farmers are constructing tube wells for the irrigation, and one problem is related with that. This lead to fall of groundwater level. So due to high amount of irrigation, our groundwater level is decreasing, which is one of main source of our fresh water. Next, use of excessive fertilizers and insecticides. Sometimes farmers intentionally or sometimes without intention, they are using excessive fertilizer and insecticide. And because of that, these poisonous things are mixing with nearby pond, lake or river and making the water contaminated. And after that, this water cannot be used as fresh water. So that time we can consider the zone as a water polluted zone, or there can be create water scarcity. Next, industrialization and urbanization. This problem is also related with explosion of population. First, hydroelectric power to industries, and most of the industries are throwing their chemical disposal directly to the river or lakes and making the water contaminated. Not only the industries, even the household wastes are also directly thrown or dumped into the nearby pond, river or lake. We are not thinking that what can be the future consequences for that, because after few days or few years, this water cannot be used as a drinking water. So the problem will face by us only. So here are some more pictures of this condition. You can observe that how people are making the pond, river dirty. Here you follow the images. This one, first one. What is written here? Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. So after a heavy downpour, a boy collects drinking water in Kolkata. Life in the city and its adjacent district was paralyzed as incident overnight rain, meaning a record 180 millimeter flooded vast area and disrupted traffic. So everywhere is water, but we cannot drink the water. Even here, the woman is traveling far distance to collect the water. And here in the image, all the women are in a line just to get single drop of water. So if these reasons keep continue, everywhere we can see this situation, that is water scarcity, that means lack of water. If you follow Indian rivers, today's situation, it is very much critical and alarming. These images, this one and this one, is the last year Chhath Puja image in Yamuna river, where the water of the river is totally polluted with toxic material, which made this foam in the river, this kind of foam in the river. And then also the people are doing their puja within this contaminated water. It can also harm their body. So this is the scenario of our very famous river Yamuna now. Now the experts are telling this is not a river, this is the biggest drain of our country. Indian's river, especially the smaller ones, have all turned into toxic streams. And even the big ones like the Ganga and Yamuna are far from being pure. These are not pure water now. The assault on Indian's river from population growth, agriculture modernization, urbanization and industrialization is enormous and growing by the day. This entire life stands threatened. So these are now threatening our life in this way. If we are still now not concerned about it, soon it can harm our life and even also harming in many areas. So this is the quick recap of our today's topic. You can pause the camera to check it out. Today's questions which you can practice. First one, what is water scarcity? What is the present condition of Yamuna river? What is the percentage of fresh water in the world? And mention 2 reasons for water scarcity. Thank you students. Have a nice day. Bye bye.